You're exactly like me.
What am I getting so worked up about?
You want a complete home gym without sacrificing quality, without sacrificing aesthetics, and definitely without blowing your budget. That sounds impossible, right? But with every home gym influencer glazing up the Echo Strength half rack functional trainer combo, I had to find out for myself, is this a budget unicorn or another overhyped setup pushed by influencers for that affiliate money? The NoFate channel, checking in. Jonathan here, and today we're gonna find out how much of a budget baron this Echo Strength half rack functional trainer combo really is. And more importantly, what corners it had to cut in order to get there. Before we dive in to performance, dimensions, build quality, and all that stuff, we're gonna skip straight to the part that you care the most about: how much this thing actually costs compared to all the competition. I punched in the numbers, I did the algebra, and with my coupon code NoFate, which saves you 15% off, like all the other Echo Strength coupon codes out there, you can get this delivered, free of charge of course, for $2,039. And that is an extremely aggressive price for a 93-inch power rack functional trainer combo with dual 200-pound weight stacks and 11-gauge steel. On paper, it looks like an incredible value. But as we all know, what's on paper doesn't always hold up to real-world use. But where does that $2,039 actually stack up compared to the competition? Well, if you look at the 4-post Rep Fitness Athena, you're looking at $4,015. Now, if you go with the Dane 2.0 from Spring Sport, you're looking at $2,379. The Mikolo Anubis 2.0 Elite, which I actually absolutely loved and thought that had great value, that thing sits at $2,400. And Rogue Fitness? No, I don't even dare look at what that's gonna cost. So clearly, that $2,339 for this Echo Strength is a great deal on paper. This thing is stupid cheap. But why is every home gym influencer gushing about this black beauty? This is the all-in-one home gym mullet. That's right, you got business in the front with this power rack, squats, bench, and of course, bicep curls. And then it's party in the back with your functional trainer, a 200-pound 2-to-1 ratio weight stack delivering 100 pounds of resistance on each side. But it comes with all the other accoutrements you could want with an all-in-one home gym trainer. As far as stability, this thing is rock solid. It's not going anywhere. It comes with multi-grip pull-up handles, which my longtime subscribers know I happen to have a thing for. It also comes with front feet, again, attesting to how stable this thing is when you're clanging and banging. And it comes with safeties, J-cups, and a landmine to unlock a whole plethora of amazing barbell exercises. Oh yeah, it has aluminum pulleys for that buttery smooth motion, which is a must when you buy any type of functional trainer. It's got pegboard up top, it's got storage down below, and it's got an incredibly small footprint. It's got 1-inch holes, so it's gonna be able to hold all of your standard attachments. It also has numbering on every other hole, which is nice and convenient. And again, for the extra aesthetics, it's got shrouds on each side. And with this type of setup, you can literally do any type of training or programming you'd like: powerlifting, CrossFit, high rocks, functional training exercises, lose weight, gain muscle, tone up, whatever you want. It is literally your one-stop shop for home gym gains. Now, if you're already sold at this price point, I've got a coupon code for 15% off. NoFate Links in the description. But watch until the end because there's a few things you should probably see first. So what's the catch? How did they pull all of this off at that incredibly low price point? Simple. Corners were up. And that's the part that most home gym influencers and their YouTube reviews conveniently skip. Now, to be fair, the items I'm about to bring up, they're not deal breakers, they're not red flags, they're simply compromises. And if you are thinking about buying this with your hard-earned money, you absolutely deserve to know where those trade-offs are and not have them glossed over like they don't even exist. Now, you can have any color you want as long as it's black. And the reality is most people, when they buy gym equipment, they go with black. It tends to go with everything. But in today's day and age of 1,000 different options, we do tend to like to have the choice of picking our color scheme for our home gym. On top of that, this matte black finish is nice. It's got some texture to it, but by no means do I think this is the premium top tier finish and not something you're ever gonna brag about to your 300 Instagram followers. Now, they do come with J-cups, and to their credit, they've got plenty of protection here so that your precious barbell isn't gonna get scratched. But where they went to save money was on the inside. Now, in honesty, I've reviewed combos like this that were budget that had no lining whatsoever, which is a recipe for disaster. This has lining on all three sides that you see here, but you can see that they're just small. They just basically cheaped out and didn't get like a bigger piece of material, which would have been a little bit nice. I don't know how much money they saved, but that's where part of the low price point comes from. Same exact thing with the safeties. These safeties are big and they're strong, and they got that nice Echo laser cut logo. But if you look at the top here, this is gonna protect your barbell as far as not scratching, but it's not like a heavy duty liner. It's just kind of like a molded piece of plastic. At the end of the day, it's gonna serve the same purpose in terms of protecting your barbell and kind of dampening some of that noise from when you do some drops or whatnot. But it's another area that they used in order to keep that price point low. Now, here's one thing that they cheaped out on that I'm not mad at all, and that's these D handles. These are basic, they're exceptionally cheap, and the truth is, when you get a piece of equipment like this, you usually either already have a whole bunch of attachments that you're gonna use anyway, or you're gonna very quickly toss out what comes with the packaging and simply buy your own at a higher level for a better experience. Now, here's something you're never gonna see in the marketing photos, and it's very hard to identify, and I don't know anyone who's ever pointed it out before, but on the rear uprights, these are 3x3 11 gauge steel. They don't have 1-inch holes. They've got these like 5/8 of an inch hole. Reason being, you can buy additional storage in the back. The only issue and argument I have about that is that if they were 1-inch holes like the fronts, you could use these just by themselves to store some of your attachments. Is that a massive deal? Is it a big earthly problem that's gonna make this thing a no-fly zone? No. But you better know about it going in, or you might just be a little bit disappointed. There are different levels to everything, even home gym equipment. And one area that Echo Strength used in order to save some money on their end and keep this price point low was the trolley system. Now, it's got aluminum pulleys, it's on rollers, so it moves up and down pretty easily. But this little piece of metal here, normally on a premium model would be thicker and it would be knurled and it would be beautiful. It's not necessarily something that you're gonna care about on a day-to-day basis. One thing you may notice regularly is the pop pin. Now, this does work pretty good, fine, but it's not super snappy, it's not super responsive, and it's definitely just not premium. It's just mid-level. Now, one place that Echo Strength didn't cut corners, but you really need to know about when it comes to buying a half rack functional trainer combo has to do with your back workout, right? Lat pull downs and low rows, the staple of any back workout, something that we love, and we love to go heavy. Well, you got a bit of an issue. When you have this functional trainer set up, you can do those exercises, but they are modified. You've got to grab one hand on each handle, so either sit down on the floor or sit down on the bench, and you can do pull downs that way. However, you've got to make sure that there's something holding your legs down, because once you kind of get near or above your body weight, it's going to pull you up. Same thing goes for a low row. You can do that on a bench, and you just basically, you're pulling from a wider position and pulling in on your body. Now, there is a fix to this, and that's something that you can purchase after the fact. You can literally find a connecting rod that will connect both sides of this cable tower, effectively taking a 1-pound stack, and this 1-pound stack, you add it up, do the math, and you get a 200-pound weight stack. Now, for most people, 200-pound lat pull down, plenty. For me, I'm stronger than you, as we all know. That is going to be my like 8 rep max, right? So I obviously can go heavier, but then the reps kind of go a little bit lower. Now for my low rows personally, I usually work around 220 pounds for like 8. So having only 200 pounds is again going to be on the lighter side. You can fix that yourself by simply going with, boom, a gym pin. So you add the gym pin to each side and you can add additional weights. But you just got to be aware of that. Now, this is an issue with every functional trainer. It's not new to this Echo Strength piece of equipment, but I need you to know that going in, because for some people, it's just going to be an additional cost that you don't expect, or it might just be an additional hassle that you don't want to deal with. And now it's time. It is time for my final thoughts. And for a relatively new company, Echo Strength is absolutely punching above its weight class. This half-rack functional trainer combo absolutely comes in exceptionally low, stupid low. I mean, it doesn't even make sense, the price point that they're selling this at, with free shipping, but all in a good way. And yeah, Echo Strength did make some compromises on this design, but they're not going to impact 95% of those of you watching this video. And yeah, if you spend more money, you can get a more premium look and finish and color, but you're not going to buy any more functionality. You're not going to get any more gains, and it's certainly not going to give you any more motivation to get in the gym and train. Bottom line, if your goal is results and not flexing your equipment budget, this thing is a no-brainer. Now, if you are interested in the Echo Strength, check out the 15% coupon code NoFate in the description. But if you don't want this piece of equipment, there's something down there for everybody. Energy drinks, pre-workout, more gym equipment, merchandise, t-shirts, whatever you want, it's down there. And when you use that link, you let Big Papa Pump know so that I can send you a small token of my appreciation. And if you're looking for more videos, more reviews of half-rack, power rack, functional trainer, all-in-one home gym combos, then check out these videos. As usual, hit the subscribe button, but most importantly, don't save anything for the trip back.